Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. Relation of Christ to the law. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. I tell you the truth, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen, will by any means disappear from the law, until everything is accomplished. Anyone who breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever practices and teaches these commands will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I tell you that unless your righteousness surpasses that of the Pharisees and the teachers of the law, you will certainly not enter the kingdom of heaven. First reconciliation, then sacrifice. You have heard that it was said to the people long ago, do not murder, and anyone who murders will be subject to judgment. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with his brother will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to his brother, Raka, is answerable to Sanhedrin. But anyone who says, you fool, will be in danger of the fire of hell. That is study part. The change from the third person, those, to the second person, you, is significant. Most of the Sermon on the Mount is addressed directly to the disciples as subjects of the kingdom of heaven. Christ's relation to the law of Moses may be thus summarized. Christ was made under the law. He lived in perfect obedience to the law. He was a minister of the law to the Jews, clearing it from rabbinical subterfuge, enforcing it upon those who profess to obey it, but confirming the promises made to the fathers under the Mosaic covenant. He fulfilled the types of the law by his holy life and sacrificial death. He bore vicarious the curse of the law that the Abrahamic covenant might avail all who believe. He brought out by his redemptive work all who believe from the place of servants under the law to the place of sons. And he meditated by his blood the new covenant of assurance and grace in which all believers stand. So establishing the law of Christ with its precepts of righteous living made possible by the indwelling Spirit. And then Greek, Geneva equals Gehenna, the place of the valley of Hinnom, where ancient human sacrifices were offered, and where the continuous burning of rubbish illustrated for the Jewish people unending judgment upon the wicked. The word occurs in Matthew in every instance except that last the word was spoken.